Hi, it's Thomas Cook from Toronto's real estate team at RE/MAX Hallmark, and here is our April 2011 Toronto Real Estate Market Report. Well, the Toronto real estate market definitely did relatively well in April despite the low house and condo inventories. In fact, the number of houses and condos on the market was the lowest in the past 12 years. And we're going to talk about the effect of that low inventory on the marketplace as we go through this month's report. So let's look at some of the April statistics. April MLS sales totaled 9,041 houses and condominiums in all of the Toronto Real Estate Board districts. Although this number is down 17% from April of 2010, sales this year were actually higher than 9 of the last 12 years. Don't forget the spring of 2010 was an exceptionally high period of sales and was not normal for the typical April. Just under 30% of the market sales were condo townhouses and high-rise suites. This is 3.6% lower than the first 3 months of the year. Seems single-family homes always seem to be better sellers in the second quarter of the year. The average sale price jumped to $477,407, a big 9.1% increase from 1 year ago. East of Yonge and south of Bloor in the C08 downtown Toronto Real Estate Board district, the average was $398,900 for condos, while west of Yonge the average was $404,259. As you can see from this Toronto Real Estate Board graphic, MLS sales seem to have peaked for the year in March, which is quite early. You can see that right here. Since every year there are different market influences, this peak month has moved around. From the graph we can see that in 2010 the market peaked in April, right here. In 2009, after the disastrous fall of 2008, the market peaked in June, later than normal, right here. And in 2008, it hit the top for the year in the month of May. Okay? So expect lower sales and slowly increasing inventory as we head towards summer. This will take the pressure off of further average sale price increases. In fact, I predict the average price to decrease in the months ahead. The sales to listings ratio is how we determine what type of market we're actually in. 24 to 28% is a neutral market, below 24% is a buyer's market, and above 28% is a seller's market. In April, that ratio hit 51.8%, down from March, but higher than a year ago. This is a very strong seller's market, mainly due to the low inventory level of houses and condos on the market. In April, 17,466 homes on the market was the lowest inventory for the month since 2000. It's been the same situation since January, and no one seems to know exactly why fewer families are considering moving. In interest rate predictions I've heard from TD Canada Trust and from CMHC, both have been suggesting Bank of Canada rates will increase by 1% actually between July and December of this year, and another 1% in the first half of 2012. That would put the prime rate for variable rate mortgages at about 5% by July of next year. Typically, discounted 5-year fixed rate mortgages are roughly 1.25% above prime, putting them just over 6% by 1 year from now. Historically, this is still very low, but it could be a shock for buyers who have come into the market in the last 3 to 5 years and have been only seeing discounted 5-year rates in the mid-3s to low 4s. As you can see from this Toronto Real Estate Board graphic, the number of new listings added in April was only higher than 2009 and hit its peak in March, the same as sales. As usual, we had differences in the average price and activity east and west of Yonge Street and south of Bloor in the prime downtown condo markets. Downtown condo average sale prices were up 6.1% in CO1, west of Yonge and south of Bloor, and up by a significant 10.2% in CO8, east of Yonge and south of Bloor, compared to 1 year ago. And that's despite the large number of newly completed buildings downtown, especially in CO1. Now the ratio of sales to listings was 36%, a moderate seller's market in CO1, but it was 56%, a busy seller's market in CO8. Just as a note, and this is GTA-wide, in 2010 we had 15,000 completed new condos, And this year we're predicted to have an additional 16,000 new condos being occupied. Almost 1/3 of those are downtown. One of the major surprises for the month was the 4.7% increase in average sale price between March and April. At just over $477,000, this month's average sale price is the highest it's ever been, and I think we've hit the peak for the year. You can see that number right up here. As you can see from this Treb graphic, the high point for the year often hits in April, May, or June, and then sometimes equals or exceeds that number in the busy September to November fall market. So where are the opportunities available to Toronto homebuyers and sellers this month? Well, the biggest opportunity, I believe, is for existing homeowners to take advantage of the low inventory and high average sale price to list their home for sale. The days on market number was just 22 for April. This is especially good for someone who's moving out of Toronto. However, a seller who's also a local buyer doesn't really have an advantage because they'll be facing a harder time trying to find their next home with the tight inventory we've been experiencing. In this kind of market, we'd advise buying first to ensure you have a place to move to. There won't be a problem selling your existing home provided it's priced well. So we've added a few new videos to whatyousaidaboutus.com. So go and take a look at what people are saying about their experience with Toronto's real estate team, Thomas and Sally Cook Plus. All the best, and check back here in early June for the May Toronto Real Estate Market Report. Have a great month.